I was reading Sylvia Plath's journals the other night, and I realized how far removed my writing is from hers. The sharp brilliance, the power her words carry are beyond my skill and style. There's something else as well, something deeper about her writing that I know I cannot reach, even remotely so. It's not just her mastery of language, it's her courage, the way she reveals herself so completely, her thoughts, her struggles, her quiet musings. They stand honest and unguarded. She once wrote in her journal, "He has a fine face, dark hair, and eyes with enormous black pupils. A straight nose, a one-sided flashing grin, a clean-cut chin. He is neatly made with small, sensitive hands." And a few entries later, she says, "He walked off down the path with his jaunty independent stride, and I stood there where he left me, tremulous with love and longing, weeping in the dark. That night it was hard to get to sleep." I could describe someone like this too, someone I have watched from afar or known just enough to be intrigued by. I could even weave my own words, craft something even more elaborate to capture the impression they have left on me. But if we met, if I found you as captivating, or even more so, the world probably wouldn't read those words. Some things are meant to stay unwritten, unspoken. A silent truth shared only between us, or maybe only within me, unlike the daring openness of some authors like Sylvia. But then again, what I read were her journals. Did she ever imagine they would be published? Did she know that strangers would one day have their eyes traced through her most personal thoughts? Would it have changed her writing if she had known? I also have a friend whose letters and writing enchant me as much as some of my favorite authors do. A good bit of her letters talk about not her, not me, got nothing to do with us, and yet they leave me smiling for the most part. It's her writing that fascinates me, and it only takes a couple of lines to forget I'm reading a friend's letter addressed to me. I think about this shallow gap in my writing, especially when my family and friends tease me about what I choose to share. He has got a soft corner for women in his writing. One of my brothers joked, "More than a soft corner," the other added. My letters, they say, can be dramatic, indulgent. It makes me wonder how they would find my writings and letters, those I don't put out, the ones I have written in haste, with less deliberation, more unfiltered, in a moment of unguarded honesty, only to lock them away. These words and the people they sketch in fleeting lines are far more personal. They are my secret musings, my untold stories. I'm more than slightly confident that those words and stories would make more interesting reads for you. But I choose to leave them unknown to the world, like the secret diary of this poet whose name I do not remember, its pages allowing in obscurity while they belong to me and only me. Isn't it better that way? To write without the weight of an audience, to let certain musings remain between the writer and the subject, free from the eyes of others. It's not that I have never written about people. Some letters are born from observation alone, scribbled about strangers I have never spoken to. I have been asked about those and received puzzled looks and playful questions. Then there are others, stories of people I have known, like a friend who once wandered the streets of Delhi with me. "Look there," he would say, his voice full of patience as I paused every few steps to photograph something random, something ordinary. Or another, whom I knew only through letters and emails for years, until one evening we finally met. She shared a list of cafes, most of which I loved. "Pick one," she said, after which we met for the first time. And then there was someone else from a conversation, unexpected and candid, that left me wanting more of the conversation. These moments and experiences linger in my mind, vivid, recurrent, and irreplaceable. Yet I don't write them down for others to see. Perhaps it's fear, or perhaps it's a quiet stand against the idea that every thought, every encounter must be shared. In a way, the best parts, the truest parts, remain unwritten or locked away. It's a choice, a conscious trade off. I know I lose a certain authenticity, yes, but I gain something as well. And yet, even the fragments I share with the world fill me with a quiet joy. They make life's struggle softer, its beauty sharper. I think Patterson would understand and agree. Who is he? That's a story for my next letter. Take care until we meet again. Best wishes, Brooding Brook.